Hi friends! Today is day 2 of my video log challenge, and I'm aware of two things right now. One, that I'm really excited, or was when I got home, to make my second video, and two, that I have absolutely no idea what it's about and feel like I should have some sort of plan. However, I'm going to go for it, and today I think the thing that I noticed the most within myself and my thought process is that I started my day out kind of grouchy when I got to work, and I find that I'm very sensitive of people's energy, and doesn't have to really be super esoteric, although it definitely can be. More just like reading people's body language and so aware of what I was putting off and how they were receiving it and how they were reacting to it. And this feeling of like, oh, she wasn't very nice, and then I would go into the back and I would check in with myself and be like, wait, no, this, that's not actually true. What are you putting out? Because you've had 3 or 4 people in a row now that you're not feeling resonance with. So what's up? It's like, all right, well, what can I do to shift? Because I totally co-create my reality, right? So go out and aware of how I tilt my head, aware of how I emphasize different words, and tone of voice I think is really huge. And I remember reading something not too long ago about how much of us is communicated through our body language and our tone of voice, and how much miscommunication can happen with that. So that was a reflection that I had today, and of course as soon as I switched it around, everybody was awesome and really exciting and neat and interesting to me. So there's that, and the only other thing I really thought of, other than my super cute cat laying across from me and how grateful I am for animals in my life, is something that I wrote that I have shared on in written form on Facebook. But I think it's really powerful to hear something in someone's own words. One of my dear friends is an amazing writer, and when I read his works, if you will, they're powerful and beautiful, but when I hear him read it, it's just different and amazing. And part of it is just because he delivers so well, and I will attempt to deliver this equally as well. So here is something that was just a random reflection, and I call it, Why Are We Here? So, why are we here? It's a question I've heard thrown around a lot. A question I've certainly asked myself in a number of different emotional states. And I remember as a child being terrified of death. And I process all information visually, which, by the way, is impossible to describe to a non-visual thinker. And at 9 years old, when trying to wrap my mind around the idea of death, I remember seeing darkness. I envisioned my brief existence as a minuscule speck, like an ever so tiny star in the vastness of space. Endless, without end, thinking my end would be without end. So my 9-year-old brain is like, this is it? And I so vividly remember the horror that I felt at the idea that this little blurb was all that I'd get forever. That when I was gone for all eternity. Whoa, right? My daughter is 8. I look at her and I wonder, is she thinking about this shit already? Like, no way, but is she? And if she is, does she see it the same way that I do? I'm thinking to myself now, ask her, and I absolutely will. I think about my life and my childhood and all the things that have influenced and shaped me. Then I can't help but reflect as I look at these two precious beings, and I can hardly believe sometimes that they are looking at me the same way I did at my parents, at all adults really. Like different kinds of humans. Superhumans that are invincible and all-knowing and powerful and in power, and I really hope they don't. I remind them often that I'm growing and learning every day, too, like them. So, why the fuck are we here? I mean, honestly, who really knows? None of us really know anything. We are the tiniest of tiny specks amidst the infinite vastness of the cosmos. We know that. Scientifically proven. Isn't it so unbelievably beautiful that we don't have to be limited to that? You can't scientifically prove that I love my children, but it's one of the biggest aspects of my being. Words barely scratch the surface on that. So why are we here? Love. Love. That's why I want to be here. I love life so much. And I do feel like a broken record, and I feel like a lot of times people think I'm a broken record, and that I'm a faker, and that I'm an airy-fairy, and I apologize. But I'm not going to stop. I am abso-friggin-lutely human, and I get grouchy and complain and whine and yell and grumble and can be sad and hurt and mean and hurt others and make silly choices, seemingly bad choices, even the same poor choices repeatedly, and I woke up. And I'm so unbelievably grateful for that. What does that mean to me? It means that when old patterns come up, instead of perpetuating old behavior and reactions that didn't serve me in my highest good and in the highest good of others, I invite change. It means that, yeah, maybe that's how I did it then, but I choose to create something totally new. It means that I am not my past, I am not my future. I simply, beautifully, perfectly exist in this moment, right now. It means that I woke up to how freaking magical this life really is. It means that once upon a time, death to me was this darkness, this cutoff point. Once upon a time, I saw my life as separate from the vastness of space. And then I woke up. We are the vastness as much as we are the speck. We are everything as much as we are the nothingness. We are the earth, we are the waters, we are the mountains, we are the trees, we are the birds, we are the bees. Hey, that rhymes. And then I woke, and we are each other. Love. We are love, and love it all. Feel gratitude in your heart. And please, please, please smell the roses and smell the juniper and the sage. Rub them between your fingers and notice how your eyes, and close your eyes and breathe them in and surrender to your senses and dig your toes in the red earth and notice how it sparkles in the sun. The world is really sparkly if you pay attention. Listen to the winds dancing through the canyon. Put your palms on the wall and feel your ancestors and listen to their stories. They have so much to say. Why? Why are we here? to be. So be. Be amazing. Be silly, be shiny, and be bright. Be everything that you've always wanted to be. Be kind, be thoughtful, be compassionate. Be everything you've ever wanted someone to be towards you. Be joyful, be present, be childlike, and be humbled. Be amazed and in total awe of this life, because it is so very beautiful. And it is so very beautiful, and I think it's easy for us to write these things sometimes and to be on Facebook and reading these little inspirational posts and messages and pictures with the inspirational quotes, and God, I love them. I do. I think they're great. I love emotion. I love feeling, and I appreciate them. And today was this beautiful little reminder for me that we can write about it and read about it and say that that's what we want to do, but we have to put it into practice. We have to be it. Not just talk about it, but be it. So, be it. And in your day-to-day life with your kids, with your partner, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your customers that might be the biggest assholes, perceivably, that you've ever encountered, well, love them. Try it. It's been amazing to me to see when it's like this challenge that I have, that I invite myself, and I have these people come in and they're kind of standoffish and perceivably grouchy and not so nice, and like, I am gonna get to you. I am going to love you so much that you're going to leave here smiling, and you're going to leave here with a little bit more light in your heart. And I love that about my job and about life and helping people wake up and feel that. So I love my life. I'm very grateful for my life, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity that came up, surprisingly, and I took advantage of, so surprisingly. Thank you, Amateo, and yeah, I do love you guys so very much, and I appreciate you listening, and perhaps you will be inspired to make video. It's amazing. So have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day or evening wherever this finds you, and try to be it, really. If you're having a bad day, try just loving it. Love it so much that it'll either become everything you want it to be, or it'll just fade away. Because you're putting out such a high vibration, what's meant to be will come in and replace it effortlessly. Some wise words from a friend of mine. I love you guys. Mwah.